this is the day that the electors in 50 states are to cast their ballots. Across the country, they are moving to get Republican electors to be faithless. As you know, the death threats, the home visits are exploding while they have Nancy Pelosi's daughter hitting the streets with fake news all over TV, not just Fox News, but you name it, in newspapers everywhere saying, I'm sending people to hurt her. I've called for violence. No proof, no quotes, all lies. They're attacking. They're threatening. They're going to the houses. The folks from the Democrats are death-threatening Republicans. That's in the news. Even CNN admits it. But meanwhile, they turn themselves into victims, saying that I'm attacking them. Now, notice, it's the White House currently. It's Hillary. It's the George Soros-funded Media Matters are now attacking yours truly more than Rush Limbaugh, more than Matt Drudge, more than Stephen Bannon. And by the way, I don't want this distinction. I'm always talking about the other leaders and the other great people, and they are great leaders. But a lot of them reach more folks than I do overall. But I put out the counter talking points that are the most effective. I'm the voice. I'm the person rousing the crowd to resist all over the world, and they can't stand it. I've been very critical of the communist Chinese who've infiltrated our country, who are buying up Hollywood, all 6 major studios, who are censoring the internet, who are calling in PC World, in the Washington Post, in the LA Times, in the New York Times, in the Wall Street Journal. I covered it all the last few weeks to censor the internet. And they're advising the takeover. I've got the stacks I covered yesterday and more. From Forbes to you name it, admitting it's the communist Chinese that are allied with the robber barons, with the globalists, with the Rockefellers to take this country over politically and economically and through the media. They're hiring former Stasi as well to help police the EU media. You cannot make this up. Doing business the Chinese way, Facebook develops a censorship tool from the communist Chinese. Forbes. So I'm the only person putting out the actual analysis, just like I had Sheriff Arpaio on your stand. I said, sir, did you know the UN, under a Strong Cities initiative, is funding the police review boards to take over the departments? And he goes, no, I didn't know that, but I know they're taking over and they're anti-American and it's a foreign force. And so I sent them a bunch of Breitbart articles, but even Associated Press articles with Lynch, the outgoing Attorney General, saying we're going to come in and take over departments under UN command. I mean, this is going on, people. So they intended this takeover once Hillary got in to finish the job. But by you taking action and all the rest of it, speaking out, Trump barely got in with an electoral landslide, but lost by 2 million votes, they claim, because of millions of illegals voting. I mean, the numbers are there. And so they're still trying the takeover. And notice they use military technology. By military technology, I mean in propaganda. They use dark propaganda, black propaganda, as it's called, where they go, we need to overturn this election in a coup because Trump's trying a coup. We go, well, that's not nice, Pelosi. How dare you death threaten me? It's not a coup. No one wants to overturn the election. They're all over the news. Overturn it, overturn it, overturn it. Saturday Night Live, you name it, overturn it, overturn it. Meanwhile, no one's trying to overturn an election. That's un-American. But you just said you want to. Shut up, crazy person. Sit down and shut up, or I'll call you names. You're bullies. And so I've got all this incredible news to break down today. We've had hacks before years ago as we've upped our security. You know, a guy got in like 15 years ago and put a naked lady on a motorcycle on our front page. I thought it was kind of tasteful hack in a way. It wasn't anything vulgar, particularly bad. A lot of times it's people helping us. Hey, I just shut your website down. Give me a call. Wow, how'd you do it? Well, here's how I did it, and here's how you fix it. There's a lot of great hackers, great patriots. It's the hackers that have been defeating Hillary and the globalists, the whole WikiLeaks. I've said the white hat hackers and the leakers are the MVPs of 2016 global victories against consolidation by the New World Order. You are the spearhead of the truth. By and large, you know, I'd say 90% of hackers are the best people out there. The communist Chinese and their, quote, dark army, though, are the biggest, most powerful group in the world, probably more powerful than even the giant NSA grids, which have a lot of good people actually working in the NSA that have been leaking the intel on the election and WikiLeaks and more. But the communist Chinese and their president have openly said that America's finished. They've said you'll never be great again. These are quotes. Your greatness will never return. That's in the People's Daily. Ha, ha, ha. You'll never get your jobs. It's China's century. It's over for you. It's all very aggressive. China is super aggressive to black people, super hateful towards other Asian groups, one of the most homogeneous racial groups genetically on the globe. They're more genetically similar than even your average Jew. They are the most homogeneous, racially, quote, pure group out there. I'm not bashing Chinese, folks. Let's just be honest. They're funding political correctness moves in our country. They are literally taking us over. Kissinger and the globalists made deals with them in the 70s. The Bushes made deals with them. Soros has made deals. All the usual suspects have used China. They've allowed them to steal their intellectual property. They've allowed them to have no environmental standards, lower taxes, all designed to migrate everything over to China. Then they weren't supposed to build a big military, though, and expand outside of China. They've broken that deal. So patriots in the Pentagon and intelligence agencies and in the general public said, okay, we were setting up globalism for global peace. We were conned. Alex Jones is right. Stephen Bannon is right. Donald Trump is right. Ron Paul is right. Matt Drudge is right. WorldNet Daily is right. We're launching a counteroffensive. We've barely seized part of the country back. They're going into total meltdown. Race war meltdown. Division meltdown. Overthrow the election meltdown. Assassinate Donald Trump meltdown. So we get denial of service attacks and botnet attacks and bot swarm attacks about 3 times a month. And usually it's out of China. Sometimes it's Homeland Security testing stuff out. Sometimes it's private hackers. But the really big ones are very, very expensive because you got to have hackers spend a lot of time putting out viruses, putting out systems to hijack home computers, to hijack other internet devices in the Internet of Things, and to be able to turn those around as weapons. So just understand, when we hit the alarm button, you can believe it's big, because I don't ever do this dealing with hacking. It's just part of life, and we try to upgrade and get better and better. So Chinese firms officially work with the government and admit it's their, quote, civic duty to hack America and Europe and just attack our banks, steal credit card money, you name it. And then the Russians get the blame. And, of course, they do it, too, but maybe 1/20th. Chinese firm admits it hacked DVR's cameras were behind Friday's massive DDoS attack. Now, that's just from a few weeks ago. Okay, and again, that's out of PC World and other publications. So our top experts are saying, yes, it's China, bot swarm attacks, and I'm not the technical guy, I'll go to some technical guys here in a minute, that are mass swarming through U.S. systems, U.S. Home computers, the Internet of Things, your digital camera that's hooked up to the internet, your printer, your refrigerator, your washing machines. They're all on the internet now, slamming InfoWars, Infowars.com, PrisonPlanet.com. Our shopping carts. We have a backup shopping cart. In fact, I'm going to give you that address as well. They know, it's no secret, that we go into the black the last few weeks of December. That's when we go from just paying the bills to profitable to be able to get more reporters, more crew members, and expand, hopefully, instead of contracting. And there's natural attrition because folks get other jobs or they move on or, you know, they get married or whatever. So we're trying to expand, not contract. And so they know, and I'm going to skip this break because we won't be here soon if this doesn't get stopped. There's massive moves to censor the internet. There's massive moves run by the Chinese to shut down the alt-right. They openly, in our newspapers, lecture us of foreign power. That's how pathetic we are. It's how brokeback we are. It's how trained we are to be pimped, to be slapped, to have cultural, societal cigarettes put out on our eyeballs. That's what's figuratively going on here. We're trying to get our fighting spirit back to say no. We have traitor collaborators in our government. So we're speaking the real truth here, the real battle plan of the enemy. And I guess they think if they financially hurt us, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to go completely ape on China now. And I'm going to add more servers, more shopping carts, fundraisers, and I will double whatever damage they do before I stop. And our listeners will as well. In fact, we're not hiring 5 new reporters. We're hiring 10 now. We're not hiring 5 more writers. We're hiring 10 now. And I'm not buying just more equipment. I'm building a new studio, and I'm going to get on more satellites and more TV stations. I'm going to work even harder and commit even more now because of this. Guaranteed. You can guarantee I've never even borrowed money. They say at the bank, I've got $20 million credit right now down the street at like 3% interest. How you like that? You can't stop. Never borrowed money to build all this, dumbasses. You cut one hydra off, 55 grow back. So let's continue here. Our people, I'm not going to list who they are, but they're I mean, it's the big companies that do Time Warner, that do Walmart, that do MasterCard, Visa. And you notice the Chinese can take those down sometimes when they want. But that just makes us beef up what we've got. So that's what's going on. And they said if they take down InfoWarsStore.com again, it will be the biggest DDoS attack in history that they've ever seen. And this has got the government involved, the FBI, you name it. This is like one for the record books, okay? It's like, you know, I mean, go back to the cheesy analogy of Pacific Rim, like the biggest level 5 kaiju comes out of the ocean. The Chinese already had all our power plants shut down, so we can't compete. They already had, now they're taking over Hollywood. I mean, they're just in our face, laughing, so arrogant in the People's Daily. You can look it up. They actually said 2 weeks ago, your greatness will never return. You are broken. We rule you now. Ha, ha, ha. They didn't say the ha, ha, ha part. It was just like in a total ha, 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 ha. Right through December 17th, the last day that we can guarantee you'll get your order before Christmas in the United States, we're offering store-wide free shipping. And on top of that, some of the biggest discounts of the year. 30% off Living Defense Parasite Cleanse. 50% off Colloidal Silver Bullet, and free shipping. That is just an incredible deal. Brain Force Plus, now with 20% more in each bottle and 30% off. $19.95, can't beat that deal. Winter Sun, Vitamin D3, 25% off. Survival Shield, X2, Nascent Iodine, again, an amazing 30% off. BioTrue Selenium, 30% off, and that's just some of the specials. Check them out today at InfoWarsStore.com or InfoWarsLife.com, or call toll-free. The great crew will answer your questions, tell you about some of the other specials, and take your order if you'd like. 888-253-3139.